Right now in Japan, the weather is pretty nice and breezy and calm, but I am lying in wait, terrified of the heat that is about to hit us in summer. Summer here is a wonderful experience, if not a little bit painful. So we're going to give you a few top places, a few top tips and ways to enjoy summer in Japan if you happen to visit during that time.
I'm a big fan of the ocean.
Ooh, me too.
The breeze.
Tell me more.
Bikinis.
Oh!
All that stuff. And right outside of Tokyo is Kamakura.
It is.
And that's where... and that's also known as Shonan area. And it's only about an hour to an hour and a half out of Shinjuku. And you're literally met with like a complete different atmosphere to downtown Tokyo. This area is really popular not only to get like a bit of taste of like the ocean feeling in Japan, but you have views of Mount Fuji on a clear day.
The view is so good from that area. It's wild.
You've also got lots of cafes along the water, so you've got that sparkly water and you've got the nice view, you've got good food, chill people. They're not like Tokyo people, they're really relaxed.
They are very chill, yeah.
And you've also got famous sightseeing spots like the Enoden. Is it the Enoden?
Oh yeah, Enoden, the train?
Yeah.
Yeah, Enoden.
From the basketball series as well. There's that famous spot. Slam dunk, I believe. You didn't know that? Like everyone gets off the train and takes photos. And it's such a great place to just go out of town and have a nice weekend.
Yeah,
weekday.
I'm a huge fan of that area. I always go to Kamakura and then I take the Enoden to Enoshima and enjoy Enoshima just as the sun's going down. It's really beautiful. And then when it's super hot, I love going in the ocean there. I love going to Sushi, Sushi, Kamakura. But I will say during the summer, it gets pretty crowded there. I personally would recommend, if possible, catching a bus or something from one of those main areas like Kamakura or Zushi to one of the smaller beaches along the coast because there's quite a few less people. But yeah, still going to be a great experience either way, but it can just get a little bit crowded.
One other thing is in Kamakura area, really close to the station, is this hidden kind of bamboo forest inside of a temple. And I really recommend that, where you can have matcha and drink it. And it can be quite busy, but it's honestly so serene and it's a really nice thing if you're in the area.
So to escape the heat, you can either go to the beach, but also you can go to a river. Rivers are really beautiful in Japan. And if you're in Tokyo for about a 2-hour travel west, you can get to Okutama and Hikawa River. And it's insanely beautiful. The river is super pristine, really blue, clear water, and lots of cute little places to stay and places to camp along the river.
I haven't done this before.
You haven't done it?
No, you're really like enticing me.
I don't
see everyone in Okutama.
I shouldn't share this spot. Maybe I shouldn't. It's a little secret. But you can go anywhere along the river. There's going to be stuff to do and easy access to the river, and you can put your feet in or go for a swim. But I would say just know that it's called Hikawa Ice River. It is cold. So even though you're like, it's so hot today, you get in the water, you're like, it's freezing all year round. So just be ready for that.
I think I've had Japanese friends go there and do barbecues.
Yeah, I go there to do barbecue. It's really nice. There's also some log cabins as well.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah,
I think that's on my bucket list now to do that.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, easy access from Tokyo. So the beaches near Tokyo are, they're nice. They're nice to get to and everything. It's nice that we have access to the beaches. But I would say if you want a real tropical island paradise getaway, I would say go to Okinawa, of course. But I would recommend specifically Miyakojima. I'm a big fan of Miyakojima. You can get direct flights from Tokyo, but they will be a bit more expensive than going to Naha. Yeah, but it's just, there's not so much on the island. It's a smaller island, but the beaches are awesome. Oh, it was so nice. And when in the water, there were fish everywhere. It was so clear and beautiful. The weather was so nice.
I also haven't been. I am so jealous. I've seen, But if you don't go to Miyakojima and you don't have the budget, I recommend flying into Naha and then taking a ferry out to places like Tokashiki Island, which is where we went together.
I will say it probably is going to be quite warm and quite hot, but
I like that.
Yeah, get some.
Don't
get sunburned.
Don't get sunburned.
Yeah, as long as you have a lot of like sun protection and everything, just get in the water and have a good time. It's just really chill area, really nice vibes.
I think this list that I've curated is things that I want to do. Because the next thing is something I haven't done either, and is camping at Mount Fuji in the summer.
I've been camping near Mount Fuji, but I did it in autumn.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people go in autumn, but I like summer, and I feel like if you're near the water and the lake, it'll probably be cool in the evenings. Maybe that's a mistake. It could be miserable without an aircon, but I want to try it.
Yeah, give it a go.
I'll let you guys know
Yeah.
if I like sweat all night.
Yeah, summer camping, there's some very special vibes that happen, but also a lot of sweat, I feel. In the evening, getting in the tent and it's like, oh, it's hot in here.
Maybe late summer or early summer.
Yeah, maybe as long as you're close to a cool river. it's
Yeah,
probably
I
okay.
honestly, that's like one of my huge bucket list things. Yeah, or just even going to Mount Fuji in the summer, it's really beautiful.
The next place I'm going to recommend is maybe a little bit lesser known, but it's a place called Dogashima in Nishi-Izu. Yeah, I went a few years ago for work and it just stuck in my mind. There was something about it, the rivers and the clear ocean. There's so many things to see and do there. There's this beautiful cave where there's an opening, a big circular opening in the top, and the light flows through into the water, and it's like magical. It's just a nice small seaside fishing town, but there's a lot of things to do and see, and a lot of water sports as well, and there's not sandy beaches, but there's rocky beaches, and really, really beautiful clear water.
I think it's very popular with locals because I wanted to go there, I believe it was either last year or the year before, and every hotel was booked.
Really?
Yeah, it's not easy to go there. Yeah, it's very popular. It might not be amongst tourists, but locals all know to head there. Because I had seen photos of it, I had a friend visit, and it was like Okinawa waters, but near Tokyo, essentially. And yeah, the locals know about this shit.
I did not know that. Because when I went, it was chill. There was like no one around.
Did you go
I was
during
like, wow,
the pandemic?
Maybe. I was like, how do people not know about this?
It's
This is
very
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. There's also a free onsen, like a
In
public.
the summer?
Yeah.
That's one thing I can't get behind.
I did it in the summer and I was like, but it was still beautiful and worth it.
Yeah.
It was at the top of a cliff and you overlook the ocean. But if you do that one, just know that there are boats that pass by. So don't stand up.
Izu has a lot of oceanside onsen. So that's a really cool area outside of summer, I think, as well.
Yeah, but yeah, lots of boat tours, beautiful beaches that are rocky and nice water.
You probably need a car to access it.
Yes,
That's one important
you do need
thing.
a car.
Yeah.
I think there might be some
It's like a
buses,
3 hour.
like
yeah.
some bus
It's
tour
like
kind of
3 to
thing.
4 hours out of Tokyo. It's not that close.
Yeah, it's not that easy to access, but it's
very beautiful. Yeah. I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet, but it's at the top of my list, and it's a place in Kyoto, of course.
Of course.
But it's called Kibune, and you've probably heard of it because as of late, it's very popular on social media, which is a little sad because now it's so busy, but it is still worth heading there despite the crowds because you can do something called river dining. And so basically in Kyoto, there's a lot of river dining places, and because it's up in the mountains, back in the day, the locals were like, how do we cool down in the summer? Oh, if we dine over an ice cold river, like the temperature and like the heat will be trapped, so it's a lot cooler. And so that culture has stayed, and every summer, only in the summer, these restaurants are open. And so you can do things like nagashi somen, which is incredibly popular if you do want to do that, go first thing in the morning to get a ticket. But you can also do like a full kaiseki ryori, like full dish, or you can have just like soba noodles, or there's like a cafe where they serve matcha and desserts. But yeah, make sure you go there early to get guarantee a spot. But other than that, they have a shrine, which is actually the shrine for a water god. Number one, beautiful because there's all these lanterns, red lanterns going up the stairs, but they also have a thing called mizu o mikuji, which is like a water fortune. So you pay like 200 yen and you put your fortune piece of paper in the water and it will show your fortune.
That's cool.
It's very cool, and it's a very summery spot because it's beautiful green. I love green in Japan.
Yeah,
it's so underrated.
The summer is so green.
It's stunning, and you have the sounds of the insects around you.
Cicadas.
Yeah, and it's just so high up in the mountains as well that it's actually quite cool and refreshing, like place to be compared to like downtown places.
Yeah.
But if you are in Kyoto and you don't make it to Kibune, because it is about a day trip to get out there, you can go to Kamogawa, and Kamogawa River, if you go to certain parts of it, like the delta in Demachi Yanagi, you can actually walk into the river and sit there and chill. So I recommend going there in the evenings. You can bring like a can of beer or like a soft drink, and you can do fireworks and hang out there. That's where all the locals are. So those are my tips.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember you posting on social media about the river dining, and I was like, oh, that looks so good.
It's very awesome. It's a bit expensive, but it's totally worth it.
Good to know. Something that I think a lot of people don't initially think of to cool down is the cool public water parks and stuff around Tokyo.
Water parks?
Yeah, or pools. So I've only been to, I think, 2 of them. It was really cool. There's like a big lazy river, lots of water slides, lots of lazy river, yeah.
What's a lazy river?
You know a lazy river? It's where the water flows and you sit in a rubber ring and you go around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very chill. They had like wave pools, I think, and then there was like a little waterfall. There were lots of food stalls as well, a little kids park. So yeah, if you're into that way to cool down, there's a lot of different options. There's Yomi Uri Land. They have like a whole separate, they have a whole separate water park.
My question is, I've heard terrible things about the price of these. Because I've heard, being Australian, pools should be within $10.
Oh, no, it's gonna be way more expensive.
In Tokyo, people are paying 8,000 yen.
Okay, it's not that. This is, I'm gonna look it up really quick. But the ones I'm talking about are like bigger, like full-on water parks. So
I can understand those being a bit pricey.
They're a bit pricey, but it's still not 8,000 yen. So Pool Y at Yomiuri Land, if you want to go to the pool there's heaps of slides and characters and big wave pools and everything, and it's 3,400 yen for a ticket. So it's still like, it's a day out. I will say, unfortunately, because Japan is Japan, 0 tattoos allowed at all water parks. Yeah. There was one water park I went to where they allowed tattoos in Yokohama. I will also say for water parks and public pools, just be ready for the weird thing where every hour everyone has to get out of the pool. I hate that. I was like, what is happening the first time?
That's at lap pools too. Lap pools as well. They're like, hey guys, every 40, 50 minutes, you're gonna get out.
Everyone has to get out.
And they don't do anything. They're just like 5 minutes break. Everyone get back. We need to move on.
But if kids water parks, if you don't have tattoos, can be fun. Water parks.
This sounded like in the middle, you're like, they won't even let you drink the pool.
They won't even let you drink the pool water.
I'm gone. Another thing you've got to try when you come in the summer is a festival experience.
Yeah.
It includes going to the festival itself where you can have the food and experience the stalls, play the games, but also dressing up in a yukata. And even though it is incredibly hot, I think it's just such an amazing way to experience traditional Japanese culture. And it's the pinnacle of all like anime.
So guys, it's anime, you gotta do it.
It's real life.
It's actually so good though. That's like my favorite thing about summer.
And fireworks.
And fireworks. I mean, the fireworks, again, can get very crowded, but as long as you find a good spot, you can dress up. All the food stalls are so good. I love festival food. And if you bring like a little fan and go,
yeah,
or the
just
electric
the atmosphere.
fans, it's great. It makes summer worth it.
It's my favorite thing. I don't know, it's just like seeing everyone, oh my God, I remembered something, guys. Suika bars.
Suika bars! Oh, it's almost Suika bar season again.
If you don't know what this is, it's essentially a watermelon bar that will get you addicted. I have friends who eat like 2 a day, every day of all of summer because it's Kikan Gente, which means limited time period that they sell it.
Yeah.
And they're only like 150 yen at the convenience store and they're just so great. They have choc chips in there.
A little choc chip.
And they're aesthetic, delicious.
I love stepping out of the convenience, the heat wave is just like, and I crack open the packet and I'm like, dripping. I'm like,
I'm getting like goosebumps thinking about Suika bar.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I forgot. Oh my God, what is it
so
now?
much to look forward to.
Oh, still a couple months ago, but
we'll get there. I don't want to rush to summer, but it's nice to know that there's some good stuff that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The heat is just, yeah. There's also an activity that I've never done and I debate all the time, but I feel like, I don't know if I do it, but it's climbing Mount Fuji. That is something that you can only do in the summer. And also now they have like limited spots.
And it costs money.
But I'm glad they did that because it's the amount of over-tourism and you want to have a nice experience when climbing a mountain and not just be in a queue the whole way up. So
apparently that's what it was last year.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Would you climb Mount Fuji?
I would, but I definitely need to train myself for it because once you're on that mountain, there's really not much you can do, like especially if you're not fit. And you know, the atmosphere, it's really hard to breathe apparently. And I don't know, I'm also really scared of climbing it, like eruptions.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I would be like, I want to do it. It's like part of my like life goals, but also I'm scared.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of prep involved and you got to have like the right equipment and the right shoes and then also booking the place in the hut and
you got to plan it like 8 months out because everything books up now.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't do it without staying overnight, even though overnight it's like you sleep for like 4 hours or something.
Yeah, it's not very.
It would be tough, but I look at people doing it and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I'm not a hiking girly, but I'm like, I live in Japan, should I be climbing this mountain? But I like looking at it from a distance, it's so pretty. Do I really have to be on it? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll climb it, we'll see. It's not on my bucket list. But I mean, yeah, each to their own.
Another big part of the summer culture here are music festivals. Of course, that is probably the same around the world. Summer equals music festivals, but there's a couple that are really big here, including Fuji Rock. And I believe it's in Niigata. Quote me if I'm wrong.
I think so.
Yeah, and so it's not like close to Tokyo, but a lot of people travel out for it, and I think it's 2 nights. And it's quite expensive. I think it's like $200 or something for a ticket, but a lot of like international acts come, and it's a very like good experience. But I've heard that it's got a high probability of rain. Like it rains like every year, so it's like really rough. People camp out, but it's really fun. And another one is Summer Sonic, which I have been to.
I've been to Summer Sonic
Yeah.
too. Which one did you go to?
2019.
I don't think I was at 2019. But yeah.
That's also like, once again, a really popular one. That's, I believe, it's either in Tokyo or Chiba.
Much easier access than Fuji Rock.
And lots of international acts. Like I saw Blackpink, I saw Perfume, and the
saw-
Chainsmokers.
Nice. I saw Two Door Cinema Club, I saw 1975, and others. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
really
that's something to like plan ahead. You definitely can't get tickets if you don't book it when they release, because it's very, very popular.
Yeah.
But that's something very
Yeah.
happy, fun thing to do here.
Nice summer vibes.
Yeah. Very sweaty.
Sweaty.
Yeah. Oh, this kind of leads me on to something else I wanted to discuss with you is food.
True.
And the reason I bring this up is because I had an experience last year where I was really dehydrated and I had heat exhaustion. And so I was very much, I mean, I drink a lot of water on average, but I started getting into Picari Sweat. I'm still not 100% sure it's like good because it's like very sugary and I'm like, is it worth it for the electrolytes? But I think it is something that if you are prone to like being dehydrated or like potentially like at risk, definitely drink it.
It hits different.
Yeah.
I was always very much like, I'll just drink water.
Yeah.
And now during summer, when it's a particular kind of day, I'm like, I need my Picari Sweat. I got heat exhaustion as well. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, I feel very ill and I'm not doing too good. And I went to the doctor and he prescribed me a 2-liter bottle of Picari Sweat. And he was like, drink this within the next hour. And I got it and I sat at the station. I was like, gulp, gulp.
I could imagine you.
Yeah, and I felt so much better. So yeah, I don't know. After that, I was like, okay, Picari Sweat, you're not too bad. And I like that Hatsune Miku is an ambassador for Picari
Really?
Sweat. Yeah,
Of course she is.
yeah. She's like, let's not get heat
dehydrated.
exhaustion. So yeah, thanks Miku.
And another
Picari
good
Sweat.
thing is with Picari, it's not just like, it's usually like, I can see one shot. Can I have yours to display it? He drinks it avidly, like all the time.
It helps me
It's
with
not-
migraines and everything.
yeah.
I genuinely drink it all the time.
So this is what it looks like at the convenience store. It's about 150 yen. But they also in the summer sell it frozen. So like this whole bottle's frozen in the
Yeah.
freezer because it's so hot it will melt within like 30, 40 minutes. And you can just slowly sip at it. But you can also buy it in like the gel, like the little
jelly.
packs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different ways, and there's like some sort of like candies that you can take that help. So there's a lot of these products. And if you're interested, I think we did a video for TC where we, you and Chris.
We tested a bunch of these different products and the flavors and the effectiveness of them. So yeah, we can give you our reviews.
Check that video out here.
Yeah. One food that I love that is mainly a summer food is kakigori, or
Yes,
shaved
me
ice.
too.
So good. I feel like now I'm getting into a lot of different cafe cultures and I'm starting to save so many different cafes that specialize in just doing shaved ice.
There's
And
a lot.
Because you can just get there's different tiers of kakigori, I feel. You can get the stuff at the festivals, which usually just tastes like a snow cone, like crushed ice. But when you get into like the higher categories,
It's pretty wild.
It's shaved so thinly, it's almost
It's
chewy.
fluffy.
Yeah, it's like,
It just melts.
and they do different fillings on the inside and then toppings. You can get like some cream on top. They do fresh fruit and stuff. If you guys have ever seen Sweet Tooth Salaryman, there's the kakigori episode where you get to see, I think it's Korea Peace is a really good kakigori place where they don't take reservations. You have to show up early in the morning and write your name on a slip to be able to get in. But you know, it's using the freshest ingredients and just it's art. I feel like there's an art.
It really
to kakigori.
is. It's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, but it gets really busy during summer because everybody wants kakigori. There was another place I saw that covers it in egg whites and does like a meringue
And they
exterior.
blowtorch it.
Yeah,
I've seen. There's a lot, and these are premium. Some of these are like 2,000 yen, which for kakigori is a bit like pushing it. I think the average price that I'm willing to pay is like around 1,000 yen.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are like way over that now.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a time and a place for each kind of kakigori.
I agree.
Like if I'm at the park, I remember last year I was at the park and it was hot and there was a little kakigori truck and I got strawberry with condensed milk on top. I love when there's condensed milk on top. And I was like, this is the best. This is the best. It can never get better than this. But then there's like the premium stuff if you're feeling fancy. Yeah, so shaved ice. It's a whole world.
I recommend in the peak of summer though, having shaved ice inside because otherwise it's gonna melt like immediately.
True.
Especially like I've been to a cafe that does kakigori and there was outside seating and indoor. And I was like, I like the outdoor. And it like immediately like collapsed. Like the woman placed it on the table and it was like, because it was that hot.
That's so sad.
I ordered 3. Like,
Oh my god! It is like ice, but holy crap.
Okay, no, but they're like mini ones.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I shared it with another person.
Nice.
But
Okay.
still,
Okay.
got pistachio, tiramisu, and then I don't know, one other flavor.
Tell
it was
me
like
about
hojicha.
the place. Oh,
Yeah, it was very good.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Now I'm getting excited for summer. I never thought I'd get excited for summer, but I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, with me and my cold hands, like I'm ready.
Little cold hands.
Cold.
Cold hands.
If you're not into desserts, we can also offer you soba as a good alternative for summer treats. And I love it all year round, but in the summer, it's just such a great dish because you're literally dipping it into this sauce that's cold. They put ice cubes in it and you're slurping it. And it's just like a light food because you don't want to feel heavy in the summer with like oily things. I think it's just like a nice light thing. Of course, if you get tempura, it's the oily part.
I was gonna say, I was like, I like mine with tempura. It's like a little light and a little heavy, but it's like the
at least you got the
warm and
combination.
then the cold. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also a very budget-friendly dish, mostly like about 1,000 yen.
Yeah.
And it's when you go traveling into the countryside of Japan, everywhere's gonna have soba, and it's just so great.
I'm in the countryside and there's like nature
So
and
good.
crickets and cicadas and I'm eating and I'm like, this is living.
I need
this
to go
is
there
Japan.
now.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, why am I here?
Well, those were our recommendations on things to do in summer, things to try, things to eat,
Visit.
all the things to do. But let us know in the comments down below which thing you're interested in or if you have any tips or tricks yourself for things to do in Japan in summer.
Do yourself a favor and buy yourself a suika bar, and we'll see you here in Japan. Like the locals. Like, subscribe, and comment, and peace out.
Peace out. Happy summer, everybody. Okay. No, don't get the giggles. I really don't want to. Okay. So in the summer you can no. No, please. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, turn face that way.
I'm good.